Hello! Welcome everyone. My name is Cole. I'm also the Rogue Geek, and today we are going to be having a lot of fun. I'm going to once again be doing the podcast type show that I do here where we talk about the latest in pop culture. For anyone who's curious, my name is Cole. This is a variety channel, and this is LGBTQI plus safe space. So for anyone who celebrates or is part of the community, happy Pride. Oh shit. In case the T-Rex got in my way, which would be funny if she did. But happy Pride Month to everyone who celebrates. I'm an ally, pronouns are he, him. And today, the big thing that we're going to be doing, hold on, I wrote this all down because I was like, I'm going to forget. And sure enough, I did. But yeah, no, so today we're going to be talking about a lot of things, a lot of subjects that have spoilers. And if you're worried about spoilers, don't worry. Hold on. Edible Fate. Oh, I love that. Edible Fate. I love it. Be more gay just for a month? Fuck yeah, it's your month. But yeah, no. For everything that we're going to talk about, when there's a spoiler, and you're like, actually, please no, please no. Right now, it's free. Right now, it's just using those little, redemption points you get. I can't think of the name right now. You just use channel points. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Just use channel points to have me stop. I made it the most expensive one. I made it 2,000 channel points, which is nothing because I know like so many of you have millions of channel points because y'all are amazing and you've been super supportive. But for just 2,000, you can cancel whatever subject I'm going to talk about. I have a few not as fun things to talk about just in case it happens, but there's a few things that come with it. And this is the first week that this is a thing, so I'm going to lay it out, so don't be afraid. If you're like, what? This is literally day one. That's why I'm late. Instead of starting at 6:30, I had this idea at like 6:20, and I was like, of course, and I just ran with it. I want to make sure I can grade it. So there's one redemption per viewer. So you all... Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, thank you for the gift sub, Edible Fate. Oh, Reed, no more commercials, Reed. No more commercials for a whole month. This is your month. Edible Fate made sure you don't have to deal with commercials during Pride Month. Oh, there you go. But yeah, no, so each individual viewer gets one spoiler cancel. And at the beginning of the show, I am going to say the things that we're going to talk about so you know which one you want to save it on. There's also a cooldown, so no one can spam it. It's every 10 minutes, then the subject will become unlocked, and then we'll move forward. I'm assuming I'm going to talk for at least 10 minutes, if not longer, on a subject. So if that's the case, then that way the next subject rolls around. If the whole show gets canceled for spoilers, then the whole show gets canceled. But like I said, it's free right now. Eventually, I'm gonna start making it where you have to use some real money, but that is later down the road once I figure out all that. Hail Hydrate's been redeemed. Woo! By 2 people. Hold on. Okay. Thank you. All right. That's just a rose. And then Edible Fate. Alright. So that's what's going to be going on. Because of the way I do this now, I don't feel so bad making an redemption because I should see it pretty quick, especially when we're talking and I'll be facing the camera, facing the chat. So that's going to be happening. If I'm in like this, it's going to be harder for me to see it. So just remember that as well. So we are canceling tonight's show. You could, potentially. Now, here's the thing. For everyone who cancels it, you can't just cancel. I want to know why. That's going to be part of us talking about it. I want to know why you're canceling the subject. Because there are trolls out there who just want to see the world burn. So either you're going to own up to it, that you're just like, fuck it, I just want to cancel the show. Or it'll be a fun thing of like, oh yeah, I'm seeing it tonight. I'm hoping for more wholesome. I'm hoping for more wholesome stories of why, and we can just like live in your life as it's like, oh, it's a tradition you watch with your roommates or your significant other or your family, whatever it is. Or it's you're watching it later tonight, like once my stream is done. So just let me know. That's all I ask. If you're gonna cancel it, if you're going to take all that work I did and then just crumple into a ball and then throw it into the fireplace like poof, let me know. That's all. But let's see here. Because I know you watch WD sometimes. Now, did you hear they left? Oh, Reed. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, so with that being said, here are the things that we're gonna be talking about today. These are the way you can technically use your don't spoil, please don't spoil points on. Stranger Things on Dudum Con or whatever. It's weird that they have a convention, but Stranger Things at Tudum Con announced the dates of where everything's coming out, and they did a little sneak peek, and I have that trailer primed, ready to go. Number 2, Gen V Season 2 trailer dropped, and this is the first bit of news that we're getting of it post the passing of that actor who was a huge part of Season 1, and we're going to discuss what we think is going to happen. And then 3, the big one, the big kahuna, is the Doctor Who season finale. They call it series, but I know in the United States, if I say series, it's a whole different mess. But we're going to be talking about the season finale and everything that came with it. So depending on how much of, I don't want to say in the closet because that's especially not this month. But there is, however, head in the sand, not opening up, whatever it is, however you've been doing it, please. These are your chances to use your spoilers. So, and for anyone who wants to talk about it, remember, we have the Discord. And you can always find the Discord. Hold on. Ah! This is so hard to do with one hand. That is where the Discord is. So you can always join it. And I am trying to work on things to make it more thingamabob. But yeah, okay. So let me change cameras and let's get into this. Alright, let's see. What I missed. Did I miss anything in the chat? This is when I'm going to be able to see things. Okay, let's see. Okay, so our true thing definitely want to talk about. Hardliner's like, I am one of those trolls. Oh, also, well, let me catch up on the chat and then I'll go with over there. So I'm sad we can't have Alex here pretending to care as you and JBG geek out about Doctor Who. Aw, she cares. She cares. She actually likes Doctor Who. This is one of those subject matters where she actually would be like, aw. Okay, get that music playing in the background to keep me in the mood. All right, let's see. Come on. Let's see. I thought I was late because I took a shower. My goodness. Hi, everybody. No, you're right on time, Kira. I was actually late because I was trying to set all of this up. Okay. What is Gen V? I've never heard of it. Okay, so Gen V is a spinoff show of The Boys. And it is the college version. If like those kids, if you had superpowers and you had to go to college, what would that be like in the world of The Boys? So that's what that show is about, and it's really good. It's very graphic, but if you've seen The Boys, then you already know what to expect. Let's see. Okay. Oh my god, the new trailer. I haven't seen it yet. For Gen V. Okay, good. Yeah, don't worry. We're going to talk about it tonight. I'm going to push play on it. We're going to watch it. That is going to be later on in the show. Okay. So, fun little thing for tonight that I have planned is I have the 3 topics, right? And then I have a sports update. But I did put the wrestling one in the sports. But we can talk about that now because it's fucking wild. Okay, so R-Truth, for everyone who does not know, R-Truth is a wrestler who is kind of like a fanboy wrestler. He is just an idiot. He is a dork. He it's like a fan favorite just because he's always he's talented, but he's not like he's not a main guy, right? Like he's not like the guy. And his last match was against John Cena, where he dressed up as classic John Cena, and he's trying to bring him to the good side, and it went really well. He lost, which is expected against John Cena, especially heel John Cena. But he, I guess his contract kind of came up, and the WWE said instead of renewing, you're just gone. And everyone lost their mind. No one was happy. It's literally they voted off a fan favorite off the island. They were like, "You are the weakest link. Goodbye." And the entire island was like, no, 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 no. He's him boy fanboy. Maybe. I don't know how. So I'm still new. I don't want to say yes because I'm still new. But from what I've experienced of him, he's just a fan who is really talented. If I was gonna kick anyone off the WWE, it would be Logan Paul, without a question. I don't even have to think twice. It's like, who would you kick off, Logan Paul? Logan Paul for days. But yeah, the release was shocking, and there was another release too. But someone from Judgment Day was released. The guy who eats the apple. But I don't know. I didn't see too many people talking about that, so I don't know if that is a real or if he was just running off the stock about. But anyway, okay. Oh, also, do you see the Ted Lasso jersey hanging out? So I have my Guardians jersey because it's baseball season, right? But I decided instead of the Angels to put up today, Ted Lasso. Logan Paul's and big legal. Logan Paul just sucks as a human being. Like, I'm not gonna try and like sugarcoat it. I've met the man. There's nothing about him that is making me feel good. It's not like Dominic Mysterio, who I've seen interviews and I was like, oh, he's actually a good guy. And then he went to high school, I guess, with someone we know, and I was like, oh, he is a good guy. He's pretending. Even his wife is cool with it. So anyway. Yeah. Is this your Doctor? Yeah, this is my Doctor Who shirt. I got this in Universal City Walk. There's a comic book shop there, and I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. Even though Tennant is my Doctor, this Matt Smith run was pretty good. But yeah, no, we're talking about Doctor Who. I gotta rock this, right? I gotta rock the Doctor Who shirt. Okay, so starting off, fun little thing. Now, if you follow me on social media, oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, before I go down this road, I just want to show off the background. So that is red and blue. That made this really cool background color. This was an accident. This is a white wall, right? That I put my lights over there. Here's the downside, which you probably realized in the beginning of this recording. Because my lights are over there, there is nothing over here. This is just blank. And once the sun goes down, I don't know how this is gonna go. So I have a new thing added to my wish list. There is a second monitor, which I cannot get, and I'll get into that why. And now colored lights, which I can't get right away. And once again, I'll get into that why. It looks hot pink, right? Like honestly, I think it's pretty cool. I'm digging the background. So the red and blue, I don't know why it's giving off that hot color. I'm not complaining. Even though green is my favorite color, but the way it's just like popping everything, like everything is popping. Like it is so cool. Oh, I cannot turn on the lightsabers because that would drive me insane. For two reasons. One, I don't think they would illuminate correctly, and two, they make noise. They make so much noise, and I would be overstimulated by them just cackling on the background. But I will show you. We'll show you. Here we go. Oh. Is it dead? Ah, no way. Guys, it's dead. No way. Did Kylo Ren's saber die on me? Oh my god, it died on me. What the hell? Well, at least it still looks cool. stop break on me. There we go. Ugh. That makes sense. Oh yeah, that awkward moment when you realize you need to change the batteries in your saber. Could you imagine if it's like, and now we battle to the death. Oh man. If lightsabers were battery powered, I would lose my mind. Cole is Ken living in the Barbie house. I'm okay with that. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to play. I honestly do dig how it's coming out. I could change the colors, I'm sure. But, like, I don't know. I'm digging it. Okay. Let's see how long they last, though. You know what's funny? It's only on camera. Because when you look back here, it's like, yeah, no, it's red and blue. 100% red and blue. And then on camera, it's like pink. Still need to see. Oh, it's good. Barbie is good. Okay. Anyway. So yeah. So wish list now has a new color lights for the background here, and then oh my god. But those will be easy because I can buy the things that I bought for the welcome party, and that's more of a stand instead of like those sticks. And there's a spot for it perfectly where it would go. So I'm not worried about this setup. But yeah. Okay. So. Going into social media, if you guys followed me on social media, which is the Rogue Geek, you saw that on Saturday, I went to a certain baseball game, and that baseball game was really cool because it was Banana Ball. And if you do not know what Banana Ball is ridiculous. It is 100% a fun, entertaining way to play the game. But I got, obviously, the jersey, and I got the hat, and I had so much fun. Here's the thing about Banana Ball. They care about winning. They care. They are actually doing their best to win. But there's dance moments. There's breaks of, like, for TikTok trends. They have star player, like, athletes or actors come in that are fun and ridiculous. So the night I was there, we had the it's something Ham, but he's the Bambino in Sandlot. He's the kid that goes play ball, the catcher. You're killing me, Smalls. That guy. So he comes out, he gets on base. It's really great. So amazing. This popped on my YouTube. Oh yeah, it's so fun. I missed the live welcome party. It's just not the same if we can't distract you all with a well-placed comment. I'm sorry, Faetior. Here's the thing. It is different when it's only one out of us. We've all said this about the welcome party. We know we work because we are together. Separately, we're our own different thing. And I am always, I know it may not seem it, but I'm the one who's one of the more like on topic. Here we go. I go with the changes. I keep going, and I can come back to it. Alex, 100% hardcore derailed. Hardcore. I don't care what anyone says. She is worse than me. Wait the fucking hell. But anyway, so we could totally do a whole welcome party episode on Murderbot. What the fuck is Murderbot? I don't know what Murderbot is. While I'm waiting for the Murderbot explanation. So yeah, so they don't care. We had the celebrity batter, but the best moment of the night was when this pitcher from the Angels who helped them win a World Series back in 2002 came up. And they did the whole Angels in the outfield thing. He shows up, he's like, they said his name, and everyone went, ah! And I was like, okay, cool. And then he goes, I don't know if I have it in me. And the captain's like, what do you mean? He's like, I haven't pitched in a long time. And he goes, I don't know. I think the Angels are with you. And they sure up played the song from, like, Angels in the Outfield. Hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on. Hold on. They played this moment. They start playing this, and he's like, I don't know. And they go, you have an angel. And there's literally this dude dressed like an angel on the rocks in the stadium. And then when they start playing this music, they got everyone doing this. And it was the stupidest fucking thing, and I loved every second of it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it is literally this great moment where, to prove that there's an angel in the outfield so he knew who to put on the field, the kid would flap his arms like this, okay? And so the whole stadium, adults and kids, were doing this, and I couldn't stop laughing. And it gets even better. So all this is happening, right? They have this big moment for social media. We're all going in. He throws a ball. He throws a strike. Throws another ball. Gets hit. Guy gets on base. And everyone's kind of like, oh, okay, what do we do now? Next batter came up. And that angel on the rock is still going. He's still flapping away. And so you should watch the trailer at least. You should, because the show is ridiculous. Yeah. The second batter gets also on base. And I kept, like, JPG, Alex, myself, the whole group kept looking over, and that angel, he went from, like, this is so, yeah, I'm doing this moment, here we go, yes, to, like, I am going to die. And so the third batter, he strikes him out. Or no, he gets him out. I forget if it's a hit and out of first or a strikeout, I forget. But he gets the out, and the angel just literally goes, ugh, and then just collapses on the rock. And I kid you not, that was my favorite moment of the whole night. And that just goes to show Banana Baseball. It was a ridiculous moment, but they were playing real baseball. It's scripted to a point, because the script would have been he gets the out right there, right? And it would have been like, oh, okay, woo. But because they're trying to win, he got rocked. And then he tried again, and he got hit up again. So that's it. It's literally, it's dorky baseball where they're trying to win, but they're putting on a show. And I cannot stress enough how fun it was. Poor guy tried to commit to the bid for his life. Well, I'm pretty sure that's what he was getting paid for that, right? But, like, it was so good. I couldn't stop laughing until, like, that was all done. Whew. Okay. Alright, so there was that one. Let me switch out of this. Banana Ball OP! Oh, knocking over cameras and stuff. Ugh. Theater kids doing baseball? I'd be down. I mean, kind of. These are definitely, like, athletes who were supposed to be in the majors, and they either got hurt or they either got hurt or they just didn't make it. It's like one of the things, right? And then they straight up start playing in that league. It's the Anti-Killer Robot show, Cole. I don't know what that means, Fature. Second update of my life. Well, hold on. Oh, come on. Focus. Is I'm got my tattoo scheduled. I officially, Banana Ball reminds me of Major League. I mean, kind of. It's got up there. It's like it's got funny moments, but they're trying. You're like, that would never work in real baseball. So I can see that. Globetrotters for baseball. Hey, what's up, Rami? Yeah, that's what a lot of people are calling it. But I think the Globetrotters always have to win, and they definitely do things you're like, it's kind of not legal. But this one was like, they do backflips and they catch the ball. They try to do things barehanded. They will, a kid hits a home run. It's ridiculous. It's really fun. Oh, Murderbot, the trailer. Yes. Okay. But yeah, no, so my tattoo I have scheduled on this Friday. So that is going to be the Ahsoka Captain Rex one. And then in July, right before Comic-Con, is going to be part 1 of the T-Rex. And of Spider-Rex. That whole tattoo arc that I showed you guys. And then after Comic-Con is going to be part 2 when we color it in. So the price of that tattoo plus this tattoo is going to be pretty uppy. It's going to be up there. So it's going to be a little hard for me to do that plus buy a new monitor. So the monitor is on hold because right now I'm doing fine. It's not great. It's not ideal. But I am doing my dues. I'm doing my best. And I'm still, you know, saving and doing all this fun jazz. So it'll happen. It'll happen. It just may take a bit. So yeah, so that's it. With me being in Cali at the end of the month, I'm gonna be broke as fuck too. Yeah, Kira gets it. Kira 100% gets it. Oh yeah, so that's how the consultation went, Just Rose. 100%. Went really nice. She was very kind. And I'm very excited to see it all finished and how it's all gonna turn out. Okay. This is the moment. For everyone who doesn't know and came in a little late, I have a new redemption. It's called No Spoiler. It's 2,000 channel points, and here's what you need to know. I have 3 things we're going to talk about. Stranger Things, Gen V, Season 2 trailer, and the finale of the latest season of Doctor Who. If you don't want us to talk about it, you can put in no spoilers. And when you do that, though, you got to tell me why. You got to tell me why. You have to put in you can't just push the button. You got to tell me why. You got to put in some text. So when you do that, then we'll stop. And I got a few fun little subjects that we'll talk about instead. But it's nowhere near going to be as meaty as what we're about to talk about. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it is hardcore still playing this music, which I think is cute and adorable. It's definitely got that 90s vibe. But all right, so if you're I'll give you 1 minute, depending on if there's a delay. We're going to be talking about Stranger Things. So that's what's coming up next, right after this quick take. We're going to be talking about Stranger Things. I'm going to play the trailer that was released at Badum Con. I don't know if it was no Badum Con, but just Badum. And then we'll talk about it. But Kira, what is the quick take? What happened when I pushed the big blue button? There's a blue button? Well, considering I didn't know there was a blue button, it's called badum. Oh, ta-dum. Because it's supposed to be like the noise, whatever. But okay. What happens when you push the big blue button? I don't know. I don't even know what happens when you push the big red button. You say you know. You say you know what happens when you push the big red button. I didn't even know there was a blue button. So I'm going to assume that if you push a big blue button, there's going to be a lot of sad guys out there. All right. Let's pause this. And we'll open up this. And then coming over. Nope. Here we go. Okay. Without further ado, going to push play on the Stranger Things Season 5 thingamabob. So I hope you're ready. This is going to be fun. This is going to be great. I am excited. Here we go.
I think about that night all the time. The night it came for you. The night all of this started. Everything changed. We failed.
be ready.
Whoa! Ah! All right, so that was released at Tudum. Kira, you wouldn't know about this, but this is the level of excitement that we're all prepped for. With there will be payoff. That's a crazy budget for a television show. Damn. Yeah. So it's on Netflix. So Netflix has a whole different level of stuff. But the what makes this the coolest aspect is the fact that this is like one of the shows that put Netflix really on the map. They were doing like their own thing, and then that show came out, and that's, to me, bear in mind, I got on Netflix way later, but this is one of the reasons why I got onto Netflix, and I feel like I'm not alone. I feel like millions of other subscribers went to it because A, back then it was really cheap, and B, Stranger Things. You wanted to see Stranger Things, and it was like $7 at the time a month for no commercials. So it was worth it. I refuse to see Stranger Things on principle at this point. Is it because of the raising of prices? Netflix is the most expensive service, so it's the one of two I have no access to. That makes sense, Reed. You can rent Stranger Things on any renting thing, I guess. And it's the reason why Just Rose got Netflix, see? But I am curious about the principle, Fadior. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's from Kira. Okay, I've heard that basically what creators love about Netflix is that apparently they are just like, yeah, go do it. And then they land the money and do... Yeah, but then they get canceled so quickly. Like, there's so many shows... not Skeleton... Skeleton Bones? Skeleton Bone? Anyway, there was a show that got canceled that I was on Netflix that I was all about. But for Stranger Things specific... Here, okay, so the first volume, I have seasons 1 through 4 on DVD through SAG. Oh, fuck yeah. That's all there is. Season 5 is the final stuff. So volume 1 of this final season, November 26th. Volume 2, Christmas. Volume 3, New Year's Eve. So, if I'm not mistaken, the 26th, I believe, is Thanksgiving. It's the day before Thanksgiving, I'm sorry. So the day before Thanksgiving, so it's the Wednesday. So Wednesday before on November 26th, the first part comes out. Second part comes out in Christmas, and the third is New Year's Eve. Shadow and Bone, that's what it is. Thank you, Remy. Thank you. They're definitely way more hands off. I agree to that. The Netflix is way more hands off for the creators creating shows than other networks are, from my opinion. But who knows what happens behind the scenes, right? Too many people saying it's the best thing ever. That's a giant warning sign for me that the show is probably overhyped. Ooh, I don't know what it would be like for you now. Good. I've been watching Stranger Things since the first season, and it was so well done. And the thing that I enjoyed about Stranger Things Season 1 was it felt like Goonies, and it was a mystery, and the story was was like drawn out nicely. It was scary to a point, but I wasn't too scared. I cared about the characters, I cared about their journey, and like I said, they were kids. I'm a sucker for a good kid mystery. Then Season 2 happened, and Season 2 was just as good. Then 3 was like a letdown, and then 4 was terrifying. But I've been on the ride from the beginning, like, and the show does rely heavily on you caring about the characters after season one. If you're not invested, then you're not going to enjoy it. And jumping in later, once the nostalgia's like your bar is going to be so high, and season one is good, but for season four hype, I don't know if four hype can get you past season one, because season four was only as good as it was because of our love and care of these characters. It's like Supernatural, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, the show's so good." It's like, but you watched it from day one. Jumping into it now, it's the type of television is different. This type of storytelling is different. Hey, what's up, Michelle? Hello, hello. Just watch Goonies and Star Wars. Yeah, so that's the thing is, this is different because Goonies and Star Wars was definitely way more fun. Skeleton Crew was about kids in Star Wars, and it's a mystery, and that's about it. That was the more true Goonies aspect. Whereas Stranger Things, it's like, yeah, but what if people could die? And so it's like, okay. So that's where Stranger Things was scary, was anyone can die. They kill off characters that you don't think are going to die all the time. No one is safe. And that's where I'm about to get into my predictions of this final show. I've also been watching season one, and I agree. Okay, perfect. Skeleton Crew was great. I love Skeleton Crew. But I'm just telling you, Skeleton Crew, it was hopeful and lovey-dovey. Well, not hopeful and lovey-dovey, but it was hopeful, and it was for kids in Star Wars telling unique stories, right? Whereas Stranger Things, it's like, yeah, it's telling new stories, but if a kid watched this, they would probably need a nightlight or their cuddle buddy or whatever it took to watch, because that show was, Stranger Things is not made for kids. Skeleton Crew, kid mindset, treated them like adults, where the story was still like compelling, so it's not like Elmo with a rock, right? But it is with Rocco. I'm sorry, not a rock, Rocco. But Stranger Things is more scary. Goonies would be amazing if one of them died. Ooh. I would think Josh Brolin's character would not be as impactful. If one of them died, it would have to be the best friend that's the girl, or oh my god, Truffle Shuffle, that kid. Because you have to have it where their death is going to inspire something. Or you kill off Samwise Gamgee. Like, just kill the main kid off. Just have him sacrifice himself for the thing, and then all the Goonies come together to avenge him. But, yeah. Well, not avenge, but, stand up for what he stood for. But, okay. Yeah, just watch the news. But yeah, no, so I don't know. Like, it's not depressing, but it's so good. I can't stress, I don't like scary, but I love Stranger Things. Now, my predictions. Bear in mind, some of you are not caught up, but for those who are caught up of Stranger Things, I think from this being the final season of Stranger Things, I truly do believe that Eddie will be back. He was the cool guitar player with the long hair that got eaten by all those bats. And I think he's going to come back as, like, Dracula. He will be a vampire. He will be a full villain. He's going to look like Eddie, but he's going to be a villain. And that is going to turn into Steve. Steve will be slowly turning into a vampire because he got bit by two of them when they went to go try and save everyone in the Upside Down. And because he got bit by a couple of them, I think his transformation will be slower. Whereas since Eddie was instant, because he got eaten alive, basically, and died, his body will be taken over by the substance. Whereas Steve, who's still alive, whose soul could, I'm putting soul because I don't know if whoever believes, but since his soul is still in his body, his essence is still in him. He will be able to be slowly fighting it, but then it will be either he turns evil and he has to die, or he's now Angel from, like, WB, where he's a vampire with a soul. I have to stay with the ship. It's what Willie wants. Oh no. Nah, I have to stay with the ship. That's what Willie wants. That would be by the way, what Reed's talking about is Goonies. That would be a Goonie heart wrench moment if someone had to stay behind because that's what Willie wants, because Willie stayed behind. Oh. What if 11 just kills everyone? I don't think 11's going to kill everyone. I think 11 is going to be a hero. That she will be the only superhero type. But she's alone. She's the only one with powers. Everyone else is just the Murder Mystery Inc. And I think there are so many deaths that are going to happen this season. I truly do believe that hold on, I can go back. Hold on, let me go back. So in this moment where he's like yelling,
Run!
I think in this exact moment he is witnessing a death, and you can kind of see a reflection in his eyes. Remember, the Upside Down, just because it's underground, he could be somewhere looking up and seeing someone being murdered above him. So I think he is either witnessing the boyfriend, oh my god, the dungeon master, 11's boyfriend, dying, because that's who he loves. That's his crush. He and 11 have the same crush. So it's either seeing that or he's seeing his mom dying. I'm not doing it on purpose, Reed. My settings are super low. My setting, you can curse all you want on this channel. It's the settings go. Fuck you. No. Windrunner's fake fuss of confusion powers kick in and save. No. No. That would have been a hand. Oh yeah. That definitely would have been a hard shoot. Cause his run is so good. A lot of people are making jokes that this moment is very much like the actress who plays Wonder Woman, because she goes, Kal-El, no, and everyone thinks it's not great. I think the way he yells "run" is super, like, gets the things up, because I'm trying to think of who he's seeing that's dying. That is not a run for your life. It is a people are dying. Holy fuck. So it is chilling. It's so chilling. He does a great job, and because of that, I'm convinced it's either going to be the boyfriend, because they were kind of writing him off anyway. He has not really been a big part of the story ever since season 1. Season 2 was a little bit, but he was getting smaller and smaller after season 1. So there we go. But yeah, so those are my deaths, my opinions. I truly do believe that no one is safe. Almost everyone is going to die. I don't know if 11 makes it, but I truly do believe that a lot of deaths. This is going to be a heartbreaking season, because there is no going to be season 6. The kids are done. They're tired of it. They all want to move on, and I don't blame them, to be honest. 9 certainly doesn't make it. Oh, he better not. Wait, not 9. Who's 9? Oh god damn it, Kira. I think Sev is like the sister. If she doesn't come back, if those kids from season 2, like the Mutant Academy, don't show up for this, I'm going to be like, what was the point? What was the reason? What was the reason? All right. So that was it for Stranger Things. What's coming up next is we're going to be talking about the Gen V trailer. So if you don't want to be spoiled, this is your time. If you don't want us to talk about the season 2 of Gen V, this is your time to, releasing the T-Rex! What's up, platform? But yeah, no, so if you don't want to talk, us talking about Gen V, this is your time. while we do that, here is a sports update. I hope you're ready. The Angels currently are playing the Boston Red Sox right now, and they won today. They won. Their current record is now 27-32, which puts them in 4th in the AL West. Depending on how Texas goes today, they are either only 1 game behind for 3rd place, or they're still 2 games back. But the point is, they are doing really well. Trout is back that's healthy. Taylor is getting more acclimated with the team, and the pitching is coming together. So I truly do believe that Angels are going to surprise people this year, and they're going to go pretty far. I'm choosing to believe. As long as they stay healthy. Trout has to stay healthy. Ward has to stay healthy. Neto has to keep playing good ball. I truly do think so. That worked out so well. I'm proud. Goes for water as Cole does sports. And that's fine. The Guardians. My Cleveland Guardians. They played the Angels recently, and they won the series. So they're back on their winning ways. They are currently 2nd in the AL Central, but they are 6 games out behind Detroit. So Detroit, who's like league leading right now, they are right up there. They're doing really well. They are kind of good. And when I say kind of good, I mean like scary good. So I'm not too worried about the Guardians, even though they're really far behind 1st place from the Tigers. The Guardians are expected to be a playoff team. They're looking towards September, October. And right now their top 2 pitchers are hurt. Both Bieber and Bibi, which, by the way, that sounds like the same name, right? Like a nickname for the other. But Bieber and Bibi are hurt. So they're on injured list. So right now the Guardians are playing as well as they are without their top 2 pitchers, and that's saying something. So I won't be worried until after July. If it's August and they're still barely playing 500 ball, then I'm gonna be like, oh, things aren't looking so hot, everybody. But until then. But right now, all we have is baseball. That's it. The New York Knicks lost in the NBA, so it will be Indiana versus Oklahoma City. No one cares. And then when it comes to hockey, it is going to be Edmonton versus Florida. Once again, the whole world is rooting for Edmonton. They want a Canadian team to win for the first time in so long because we don't want Florida to win again. So yeah. All right. I love my sports. For everyone who knows that does not know me, I am as big a sports guy as I am a pop culture fan. I can go on and on about statistics and teams. My big sports is football. I can talk football for days. Basketball is 2nd. 3rd, it's tied. It's hockey and baseball are tied because I don't know how to pronounce hockey player names. And then when it comes to baseball, I fall in and out because I only kind of care about my teams. But with football and basketball, I'm like really invested. But football is my number 1. Football is, I could be like an actual analyst. That's how knowledgeable I am. You can, but this is supposed to be the in-between for the subjects. I did also, for anyone who is curious, for the spoiler. The spoiler moment, I did put a max number. You cannot spam spoiler for the whole show. Let's say we get more than 50 people in here at once, right? The spoiler moment can only be accessed 23 times. Total, whole stream. So, I made it massively ridiculous. Because favorite number is 23. And, I mean, this channel is called The Rogue Geek 23, right? And then, I figured if it gets to the point where people are just having fun spamming, eventually the show does need to continue moving forward. So, yeah. But I will take this moment because I do see more people in here that weren't here at the beginning of the show. And welcome you all. Right now I'm about to talk about Gen V. And if you do not want to be spoiled by Gen V Season 2 trailer that dropped today, you can go in there and use your redemption points. It's 2,000 because it is altering the show, so I tried making it pretty expensive. But for 2,000 channel points, you cancel it, but you gotta tell me why. And you get 1 cancel per show. So, if you're curious what's left, so we're gonna be talking about Doctor Who, which is why it's the title of this channel, and then we're gonna be talking about Gen V. If you cancel any of them, we're gonna be talking about something else, something ridiculous. It will not be as impactful, but it will still be. I have some fun stuff planned. But that's it. Moving forward. Once again, I'm trying to do this little show, and I honestly am thinking this is gonna be fun to think. Now, my name is Cole. Once again, if you joined in later, you're like, who is this guy? My name's Cole. I'm an LGBTQI plus ally. Pronouns are he, him. And this is a welcoming channel. Like everyone is welcome here. If you're celebrating Pride, happy Pride Month. I hope you're having a great time on day one, and I hope your party goes on for 30 days straight, if not longer. All right, 23 is his favorite number because that is the year he was born, 1923. That's true. I'm old as fuck. We were just talking about vampires. I know it because I am one. Can you see these bags? This is not of youth. This is from fucking hell. I've seen things. Tis day 2, Cole. Oh god, it is day 2. What is the year? All I know is I paid rent on time, and that's all I care about. But anyway, day 2. No, it's because it's 3rd of 69. Oh, could you imagine if June had 69 days? If there was a law that passed and Pride Month went on for 69 days, I think that would be hilarious, and I kind of support it because calendar's made up anyway. Oh, man. I forget what the original New Year's Eve was. Oh, I remember now. I saw this story. So, the history of April 1st. The New Year's, it's April Fool's Day. For anyone who's curious, April 1st used to be New Year's Eve. Or New Year's Day. That's when the New Year started, was April. And anyone who's like, no, it's gonna be December 31st, January 1st. They were like, April Fools! Because you were like, this is so stupid. And then people just forgot. So, if you're ever curious who writes the history books, look to whatever thing you're celebrating. Let's see. No, they're saying 23 is your favorite number because it's 3rd of 69. Oh. Yep. That's a math joke. I did not get that math joke. I would never have gotten that. Is 23 really a 3rd of 69? That can't be right. Fuck, it is. Damn. Okay, well, there you go. My favorite number is the odd man out in a threesome. Oh, this is becoming a weird callback joke. Okay. So, let me get Gen V ready to go. Gen V Season 2 trailer. Nope. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So, I've given them plenty of time for anyone who wanted to cancel this moment. So we're going to be getting into Gen V Season 2. The trailer dropped today. I was very excited to see it. This is going to be pretty heavy because an actor did pass away. One of the kids who is in the show was supposed to be a bigger part of the show. And he passed away because he was in a car accident. And the writers, the cast, everyone was shocked and saddened, and they had to go into a whole bunch of rewrites, obviously. And so what you're about to see is an interesting glimpse into how they decided to alter and change. Oh, it dropped yesterday. Oh, okay, well, I just saw it today. So here we go. I feel so bad for this show because you can tell they basically wrote the entire premise. Yes, Fadier is correct. They basically rewrote the whole thing. I'm going to push play, and you're going to see what they did. I think they're doing a great job, and this trailer got me hyped for it. Bear in mind, I am a fan of this universe, and I am a fan of this show. But here we go. You ready?
Welcome back.
Good to be back. Thanks for letting me re-enroll.
I'm grateful.
You're an eye twitch away from leaping across this table and ripping my throat out with your teeth. I I get why you're upset after what happened.
Stay behind me.
Hey, you guys.
What the fuck?
I'm Cypher, your new dean. It is time that humans learn that what runs through our veins is true Vought blue.
Nothing good will come of this. Nothing ever does.
We're gonna burn this school down to the motherfucking studs.
Let's fucking go.
I will be preparing you to push your powers to their fullest potential. You are not students. You're soldiers, and you will fight.
Bless your hearts and hold on to your butts.
We should run.
What we should be doing is
Disrupt. Break shit. Fuck shit up.
whatever we do it together.
What really happened to my son?
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Let's go. 3, 2.
Sophomore year is gonna be lit.
Ah, too slow. Okay, that's just rude. Okay. So what you guys think? I have so many questions. Okay. I agree, Reed. It does not feel like they did a rewrite. That does not feel like a show that is jumbled or all over the place. It seems like there is a concise story, and the editor of that trailer, you know, deserves a high five if it is all over the place, because, woo, that looks really good. We don't know how they actually happened in the show. It absolutely feels like a rewrite after the ending of last season. Well, because it's like we're all going to team up. Now, who knows about the time gap? That's what I'm curious about. How much time is in between? I need to rewatch season 1 pretty soon before, obviously, season 2. I like doing that. You like the beer pong? The beer pong scene is weird. It's I'm a little worried, but I want to know if for Gen V, and if anyone remembers, please, because this is my first thought, my first gut reaction, is that we're going to see Homelander's son show up. I feel like, because the kid's getting older, he's getting bigger, and this is about them in college, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is a time jump and then he shows up, but that would kind of be different from the show, because it's in The Boys, Billy only has a few, he's on a time crunch, he's dying, and if this does too far of a time jump, who knows if they're going to like just extend his life or what, but I don't know. Let's see, I don't have anything to add to this convo, so here's a stinky cheese. Hey, but yeah, okay, I hope so, because he would probably just kill everyone. Ooh. On the plus side, The Boys always can fit odd plot hole with violence and nudity. Yeah. Hey! Thanks for letting my T-Rex out. It would be very interesting if Ryan is there and he's in, because it looks, here's the thing, this is what I'm confused about, and I need someone, whether it's Fadior or Reed or even Kira, if Kira just likes to go like, oh hey, I got this answer. The blonde boy who crash lands with the blue jacket, who we see flying, is that the son? Because my first thought was, oh, that's Ryan, but I'm not certain. I don't remember him. I don't remember a flying super strong kid in season 1. I know there was that hero that that died, in the first episode, and it's like what led the whole mystery. But I don't remember that moment. Never trust Orion. Trust me, I'm Orion. Hey, even Kira, yeah. Also, Billy isn't dying anymore. He was taken over by tentacle murder cancer. Is that not... Okay, so my brother told me what's going on in the comics. I thought he was dying from a brain tumor thing. I didn't know he would... I didn't interpret it that way. I didn't interpret the tentacle monster was curing him. I took it as tentacle monster was his cancer in physical form. So I thought he was still dying. The more he uses it, the less time he has, is how I interpreted it. But if it's different, cool, because I do not want the ending of the comic in this show. I desperately do not want the comic book ending for this show that I've been invested in from day one. Please no. Please, 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 please no. They've already made a lot of changes, especially with Black Noir. But please no, don't do this to me. The comics don't matter here. That's how I read it. When I read the comics don't matter here, it was like in that ha 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 voice. I hope we don't. I really don't. I know so many people are like, gotta stay true to the source material, but that's what. Just read that then. It's so interesting to me when you have like a source material and it's slightly different for a visual audience, because comic book and visual, two different medias, two different expectations, and you can do different stuff in both worlds. And I don't want a panel for panel. I love when you can acknowledge it. Like Marvel Civil War to me is the most perfect iteration of how you can tell the same story. It's still the same plot point. It's still Cap vs. Iron Man, but in the world that they've created, it's different. Same thing with Infinity War. The Infinity Gauntlet was not how it went in the movies. But anyway, the comic book ending is pretty good though. Everyone but Billy. Fedior is setting you up for failure. Don't trust Fedior. Absolutely not. My brother spoiled it for me. He was like, hey, you want to know the ending? And I went, I really don't. And he went just like, bleh. And I went, well, fuck. Okay. The Jumbotron video you did. I did. That Spider-Man was definitely planted, but I did see the video. I did see it. I am curious for Vought Rising. I am trying to remember what Vought Rising is. Is that another spin-off show? A comic? A cartoon? There's a lot of boy stuff, and I forget what Vought Rising is. If you please let me know. Oh, Kira, you would actually like Billy. Billy Butcher? Hold on. Here you go, Kira. That's Billy. Okay. Billy was even infested in the comics. Oh, good. Good. What the fuck just happened? Okay. Let's see what I missed. It's a bread box. Is it a bread box? Oh, oh my god. Vought Rising is it a bread box. God damn it, Jadis, that was good. That was a good joke. Good. Well done. Well done. All right, come on. Wait, where's my Gen V? Oh my gosh. There we go. Got it back. Okay. I've seen the ending. That's why I said what I did. Oh my goodness. By the way, if Fedior ends up being right for the show, oh, it's going to be one of those moments where you're like, what the fuck? It's like how I accidentally spoiled Deadpool 2 for Anthony, who's our sound engineer. I said, oh yeah, Deadpool dies in the beginning of the movie. And then Deadpool died at the beginning of the movie. And I still get shit for that. And I was like, dude, he didn't really die. And Anthony's like, it doesn't matter. He still dies at the beginning of the film. And I was like, what are the chances, man? What are the chances? Oh, so the answer to what is Vought Rising? Vought Rising is the prequel. I also am intrigued. That's right, because you're going to have Soldier Boy in it. Yeah, no, I would love to see how Vought turned into Vought. Let's see. Vought Rising, the prequel with Soldier Boy and Homelander's girlfriend. Yep. I said what I said. Okay. I would love to know the timeline for the filming of Vought Rising, because Jensen has another Prime showdown called Countdown. Oh. We already know, Cole. They were Nazis. Well, in today's world, apparently Nazis can hide. I don't know. That's the thing I love about the Boys universe, is they take our world and they just add superheroes. And the people who are like, I love that guy, are like, oh, just a rose, thanks for the water. Just a rose, thank you for the water. But yeah. So I'm excited for this show. I think it's going to be great. I don't know how it's going to go because of the obvious rewrite of the actor who passed away. And I'm hopeful. I think it's going to be great. And yeah. Okay, do you have to pee just all the... Yes, all the time. So Kira, fun little thing. I drink so much water. I try my best to stay hydrated as much as possible. I drink coffee all the time. So I go to the bathroom a lot. And then at work, I don't want to get trapped. So I try to go to the bathroom. I do the whole, like, if we don't stop here, you can't go. So I try forcing bathroom takes. So I go to the bathroom a lot. Which is good, right? Because it means you're drinking all the water and it's great. But it just sucks. Because I can feel like a bathroom break coming up for me right now. I hate that they're delaying the release of Boys Season 5 a year. Wait, did they really? When does... I thought it was coming out this year. Is The Boys coming out after Gen V then? Fuck. That means Ryan is definitely going to be in this season. If they delayed The Boys, there is no way that Gen V is not going to have Ryan. No way. Is the girl... Oh, Kira, that would be... Actually, I would watch that. You'd laugh, but I would. Connie! I like that I tune in just in time for the potty talk. Yeah, right? I'm doing the bathroom dance. Okay. We're about to talk about the main thing, Doctor Who. And before we talk about Doctor Who, I'm just going to remind everyone, because I still see more people showing up, which, welcome to this awesomeness. If you don't want me to talk about it did just end this weekend. If, for any reason, and moving forward, this is what the show will have, this aspect moving forward. If you don't want me to talk about it, right now it's only 2,000 channel points. Eventually, I'm going to make it cost money, like real moolah. But right now, starting out, it's just going to be channel points. And if you don't want me to talk about it, you have to, click the spoiler, no spoiler, but you got to tell me why. It's no longer just a button push. You got to say why. And then we'll talk about something stupid like, what's more fun, wheat bread or white bread, or something stupid like that. It's literally, the subjects that I'll replace it with are not going to be exciting or as fun. But I also understand there's a lot of people who have different things. And I'm hoping when you cancel the talk, you're like, no, please don't, please don't. I'm hoping that the explanation tells me why, so that we get a little glimpse into your life and we can be just as invested and as excited for you to get to watch this as you are to push please no, because I'm about to experience this. So that's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be in the bank moving forward. But yeah, so that's what's gonna be happening. Anytime I do an episode or a show, this is gonna be a thing that we do. Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. When I come back from the bathroom, we're going to talk about Doctor Who. And I'm very excited because this was a really good season. The Doctor did a really Ncuti did a really good job. I loved the companion, and we're gonna be talking about this. So hope you're excited. And when I come back, we're gonna talk about it, or I'm gonna come back to please no spoilers. But we're gonna find out. But in the meantime, hang tight. I'll be back soon. Just had to go do the thing. Yeah. How do people wait before phones? They just sat here? This is also, it's too far back. Like, I'm too... Now I'm so far away. Now I'm very close. Now it's a bunch. Okay, this is... Alright. Nope, don't like that. Here we go. And he's taking his time. Really is. He, this is... Depends on how you view it. He being future self. Because I recorded this a while ago. And I didn't think it would go this long. Here we are. Really hope you guys hear music. I don't. There's no music playing for me, but I hope I put music in later, so there will be music. God, I just finally hit 3 minutes. Oh my god! This is gonna take forever. Is this fine? Is this fine? Hi. 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 I'm gonna point, assuming I know where the chat's going to be. Yes. No. That way, it's both, right? I'm wrong either way, and I'm right either way. So it's like a, you did it. No. That's what she said. Or that's what she said. Or I guess in some cases there isn't a chat box, so that's what she said. Yo, that's what she said, pointing down in that, oh god, that's awkward. Not saying that's what she said is my dick. That is not what I'm entailing. That is rambling. This is taking forever. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna go find him. I love how Evan Halate's like, he looks so much younger. Because apparently I look old and ancient. I am like the living dead. Yeah, no, that was filmed, I want to say, maybe 2 years ago? I don't know. But with the beard and all that stuff, I don't know. Ugh. A temporal pronoun confusion, another reason to avoid time travel. Yup. Empty the bladder! Oh my gosh. The Cure is like, what was the last dream you remember having? But okay, here we go. So, gonna be talking about Doctor Who. Come on. Yee. This is my favorite Doctor Who song. I'm like, this is so good. Alright. Just trying to make a combo, okay? The beard makes you look like the star of a Hallmark. Yeah, no, a lot of people, I get that a lot. Like, when I have the beard, especially with plaid and all this stuff, like, my normal look, when it's not 1,000,000 degrees, is I have, like, a t-shirt and a plaid shirt over it. And with the beard, it definitely gives, like, Hallmark, small town, vibes, and then the, whatchamacallit, the city girl comes back. Yeah, I'm in my clean-shaven phase right now, but don't worry, the beard always comes back. It always does. I'm just living my best life right now. But anyway, Doctor Who. Who watched it? Who's excited to talk about it? Because I absolutely loved it. Judy killed it. Where is my notes? Okay. So overall opinion, this season 2 was the best Doctor Who season I've seen in a while. I truly enjoyed it. I was excited to see where things were gonna go. I was excited to see, like, what mysteries were solved. But honestly, even though I love season 2, it's what made the finale feel flat. I don't know what happened, but it was like they were on this roller coaster. It was doing so well, and then it just ends. It felt like, you know, when you're telling a story and you only have 2 minutes to tell a story, and you spend all this time, and now you only have 20 seconds left, and you have to finish it all up. That's kind of how this finale felt to me. And I feel like they did not do Chudy any justice in his goodbye. But we'll talk a little bit more about it. The biggest thing we're gonna talk about, and by the way, there are spoilers. This is gonna be a spoiler moment, so please be prepared for all of the spoilers that are gonna be coming. Come on. Okay. I'm setting up
Warning.
the regeneration scene. The story was to be a 3 seasons cold, but with a actor leaving suddenly, they got bad luck. Okay, you know what? It feels that way because that is part of what my complaint is. He didn't have enough time. Chudy it's like by the time Chudy kind of got into it and was like, I'm the doctor, it ends. And you're just like, what the hell? The stories they were telling were interesting, but because the seasons are so short, right? Because Tennant and Smith all had long seasons. Chudy, since he's on a streaming service, their seasons are not that long. They only get 9 episodes, maybe 8. And some of the best Doctor Who moments, some of the best Doctor Who episodes are in the throwaway episodes. Like, for example, the episode where all the Whovian fans are trying to find the Doctor, and then there's this teacher guy brings them together and slowly absorbs them, Absormatron, and it's just like, this is a weird episode. But it's one of the ones we all talk about because it was the acting, the story was so compelling. So, I truly do believe he needed more time. And a third season would have been great, because where was Rogue? Where was any of the the build up to his final season? It did not, his regeneration did not feel earned. Earned in the sense that it was up to him, right? But it just, yep, it's happening, and you're like, what? But yeah, spoiler: the Doctor was friends with it. Was the friends we made it? Yeah, I hate that the streaming series runs are so short. See, I'm okay with it being short if it's they have to work harder. You have to make it compacting, and so you have to gain our trust so much faster. And yes, the ability to maintain our attention is nowhere near as great as it used to be, but you can still, it still gets done to this day. And if you can't do it, then make more episodes. The BBC shows Doctor Who finale in movie theaters, so they're not exactly hurting as a fan base. Streaming is teaching us the value of filler episodes to develop characters. Yes! Yes! We need, because when you care about characters, then you care about stakes. When those filler episodes 100% build up the characters. They either make you love them even more, or you hate them more. One of the two. Generates 5 times between this, the next season, and the next Doctor Who's played 3 of them. What? Reed, that was too much. Yes, the shorter season gives less breathing room to develop characters through filler episodes. Wilford Connie and Admiral Fate are on the same wavelength here. So either you have to go harder, or you give us more episodes. I hope you guys can hear this music. I put on the Doctor Who on Spotify, and this is this is my favorite track of all of it. The actors have been announced as Sacha Baron Cohen, Taika Waititi, and Pedro Pascal. The fuck, Reed? What? Time out, Reed. Are you being funny or being serious? Because I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put on the... Bear in mind, there was a point in the beginning of this year when I talked about my favorite Doctor Who regenerations. And when it comes to Doctor Who and regenerating, you get speeches, you get moments that make you cry. Like Matt Smith's goodbye speech, still, it's uplifting, while you're still crying because you don't want him to go. David Tennant broke all of us by looking into the camera and saying, I don't want to go. The 12th Doctor, whose name is eluding me right now, his was whimsical and he was yelling at the next Doctor. But then 13 and 14, well, 13 and 15, I'm not going to count 14 because he's still around. 13 and 15, it's quick one words. 13 goes, all right, Doctor, tag, you're it. And then boom, and then Judy, we're about to see. But I don't know why they're not giving them these epic speeches. I don't know why they're not letting them say goodbye to us. As fans, you get your Doctor. You get that one that hits you in your soul. And it's an experience that every Whovian has. And it's so weird that the last 2 Doctors have not had that. They haven't given that moment. But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. So this is the transformation scene that's going to spark up all the conversations. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, this is all anyone's talking about. The hodgepodge episode of Poppy and everything we will talk about, and I'm going to be talking about the 2 companions, Ruby and oh my gosh, why am I blanking on her name? Not V. Ruby and Belinda. I was calling her the nurse for the longest time. We'll talk about them, but this moment is what everyone is going to talk about. Thank you, Just Rose, Belinda. Okay, so here we go.
don't want to do this alone. I'm never alone with you. Joy to the world! And that is exactly the word. This has been an absolute joy.
The moment that broke the internet. Yep. Rose is back, and we don't know to what extent.
Don't forget to
I want to get him smiling. Yeah, the fuck indeed. Yes. No, we're all confused. Okay, hold on. Well, since we're going to be talking about her. So, like I said, this is all anyone is talking about. When she came back, she literally comes through it and it blew everyone's mind. Now, there is a lot of things. So, one, to answer Reed's question, plot-wise, there is a little girl named Poppy. And for anyone who's curious, it's a callback to the episode when the babies were running the ship and they needed a mom. Poppy was the pilot of those babies. And then now she's in this wish world and she actually existed. Then she disappeared. And then the doctor did a bunch of stuff to realize, oh no, I need to bring her back. And there's a whole bunch of exposition. But essentially, he puts in his life force into the TARDIS. And once he puts it in, then he's able to move reality 1 degree back into normal, and then Poppy's back. And it turns out Poppy's been around the entire time. And Poppy is now alive, and then because of that, he is now dying. And through the regeneration, this is where the internet is kind of all over the place. No one knows if that's the Doctor, because it doesn't say introducing as the Doctor. It is literally saying Billie Piper introducing Billie Piper. So I don't know if it is like the 50th anniversary special when Billie Piper was playing the Doomsday Device. I don't know if it is the TARDIS picking a new form, and because the TARDIS loves the Doctor, the TARDIS picked Billie Piper's form. I don't know if it's Billie Piper from an alternate reality, and like they just stole her, and it's actually Rose Tyler now in this reality instead of being with her David Tennant in the alternate reality where her dad is alive. I don't know if this is a whole new Rose Tyler. There is so many questions. And even Billie Piper was like, if you want to know, you got to watch and wait and see. It could also be Bad Wolf. It could be the one that looked in the time vortex and came back. There's so many possibilities. You absolutely hated the baby episode. It was so stupid. It could be the Bad Wolf is not a doctor. There, like I said, there's so many. No one knows. That's what makes this, like, I literally was watching and I was like, okay. Like, I did not expect it. Now, Billie Piper loves the Doctor Who community. She absolutely loves this universe. And the love sucker in me would love it if the 14th Doctor and her were able to kind of stay together in our reality, so we get them for future episodes of them together as a couple moving forward, right? Like, I'm like, please let this happen in some way with bi-generation, or maybe, because she says, oh, hello. She's literally, I don't know if, hold on, let's see if I, see, she literally, her words are, oh, hello. And it could be she's talking to us because there was that episode introduced where she is addressing, where they like break the fourth wall and they're talking to us, the audience, which that cartoon episode was really good. But it could be that. It could be so many things. But I'm willing to wait and trust and see. But it's still going for like, which is great that she's here. I'm happy she's back. I absolutely love her. But brings back to how he kind of got. I don't know why he left. When I looked up on Reddit, well, first I Googled, hoping that there was like a news story or something. But when you Google it, it's like, yeah, he just unexpectedly left. And there was a Reddit thread I saw. And in this Reddit thread, it was that because Disney is possibly not picking this show up, and no one knows when the third season was going to be going live, that he said, I can't put my life on hold. I need to continue working. And then he's decided to step away. Who knows? But he has been very nice and very professional in his step away. Everyone around the situation has been very nice and professional about him stepping away. I have not seen anyone being angry. The fans are the only ones who are like, what the fuck? We want more of him. So he will be missed. He is beloved. And I do believe that he will be considered one of the doctors that a lot of people got into this show because the writing was done really well for him. Let's see, what am I missing in the chat here? Billy Papper is a really good actress. There was no time to build up the moment of this goodbye. There was no feels because we didn't have time. Exactly. It literally just happened. His goodbye, his death was just like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm just trying to take things one time at a time. Oh yeah, Lenny, yeah, do what you gotta do. Oh, Fadier think he found the thread. The level of nice professional means that there's some big shit going on behind the scenes. Yes. Yes. 100% yes. Like, there's no way that this is clean. It's just that everyone's probably either being, with lawyers threatened to be professional and nice, or something. But I've watched all the goodbyes. I've watched the behind the scenes. If there was bad blood, the writer wouldn't be there. Like, the showrunner wouldn't be there. Like, it's people. Everyone's there. It's awkward. Part of me does think the real villain in this is Disney by them not renewing the show. Because Disney on Disney Plus constantly is canceling shows. Which, by the way, hashtag bring back Willow. For the love of God, I need that show back. I loved Willow. I want season 2. I hate that Disney cut it. They canceled the show. Like that's what they've been doing. Whereas Netflix is like canceling shows that most people aren't watching. Disney's just like cutting out their thing after going hardcore on the publicity for it. But man, yeah, they do drop from the ceiling. Those Disney lawyers, 100%. Excuse me. Willow does need to come back. Disney's pretty much done with streaming shows at this point. It seems that way. It's like Disney's like, oh, we're not making money. We need to back away. And it's like, come on, Disney. I need you to remember that you are not just a business. You are a storytelling. You started by telling stories. Remember this, please. Oh, Willow denied us a villainous makeover montage. They really did. They did. But yeah, no, so Doctor Who. Going back into that. Let me pull up my notes. Okay, so from this moment, this episode, right before he disappears, there was a surprise reveal. And it was really cool because they brought back the 13th Doctor. She came in, she helps him, and then she disappears. But the code name they used, which was what you discover when you watch the behind the scenes of making of the episode, they gave her code name Petrol. And so I was curious if you guys would have some nicknames. Oh, what am I missing? My aunt has to. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Lenny. Fucking hell. I am so sorry, Lenny. The only one left in production, I think, is Ahsoka Season 2. Yeesh. I mean, maybe. I don't know how many's left in production, to be honest. Yeah, no, Lenny, you're not alone. You got us. You always got us here. What was I talking about? Oh yes, so the code names. The code name. So they gave her code name Petrol. So I was curious, Susan would have been in season 3. Susan. Yeah, Vision Quest is in production. That's fair. But Fedor, help me remind me who Susan is again. Oh no, you're good, Lenny. You're good. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, talk it out. The Doctor's daughter! Oh, yeah. Well, they were hinting at it. She was hinted, and then they just stopped. But that's part of my beef with this, like, this finale. Is like they had all these plot points and then stopped. And I understand Chudy, like, had to walk away. So I understand they're scrambling. But I'm very curious to see who the next Doctor is going to be, what the storylines are going to be, how they're going to bring Rogue back in. Which, by the way, I love that his name was Rogue, because the title of this episode is definitely misleading, where it's like going rogue over Doctor Who. It's like, well, that's just, my name is Rogue. So, but I absolutely loved him. You guys know me. I love a good love story, and their chemistry was through the roof. I truly thought that was gonna be a bigger plot point. And when he said, "Find me," and then he falls through the portal, right? I thought the Doctor was going to spend all his time trying to find him. Because if it was River, he would have done it. If it was Rose Tyler, he would have done it. So with Rogue, I was really hoping to see something. And I was really surprised that we didn't. And I'm surprised that he didn't show up at all outside of that little TV box. I don't know if he was a season 3 plot point, but I was really bummed that he did not come back. Rogue won't return. That was this Doctor story, but now it's done. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, as much as I would love to see him come back, unless you casted another Doctor, I just don't know how they would pull it off. You would have to. First, he would have to be gay, and the second, he would have to have the chemistry, because that's what made it good. When the 12th Doctor Capaldi with River, it wasn't the same, because River with Matt Smith was fire. Rose Tyler with Tennant was fire. But that's a nice segue into the companions. There's a moment with the boss. I want to say this now before I forget. At the end of this episode, the hotel owner tells Chudy's Doctor, "Oh, by the way, they say hello," and he goes, "Who says hello?" And she leans over and she goes, "The boss," and then closes the door. Clara always called herself the boss. Clara is stuck in time because in the next second of her life, she dies from the Raven. So she's stuck in a moment of time. It's literally a time travel hotel. So she can still exist in that hotel. She just can't leave the hotel, but she can exist and have a life. So I truly do believe they're bringing Clara back. There is speculation of who the Master is going to come back as. Since the Doctor came back as Rose Tyler, possibly, right? The next, oh, this is too dramatic. The next Master could be played by Matt Smith, because Matt Smith is rumored to be coming back, and I think that would be a really, really cool twist. But let's talk about these two companions, because they did really good, or really well. They did really well. Rogue was a great character. I want to see more of him, especially the aspect. Yes. Oh, Cole, did you miss the mistake they made? They made the Doctor say they weren't any more TARDIS, but they forgot about Clara's TARDIS. It is interesting how they are choosing to forget about Clara, because it's they made a point that she has her own TARDIS, that there's a fan theory that Matt Smith's final days of when he's at the diner, when he's doing the card and the Impossible Astronaut, that's Clara's diner. And I love that fan theory. I hope that ends up becoming true. But let's talk about these current companions. Let's start with season 1 companion who does come back this season with Ruby. I think Ruby is someone that brought life into this show. That clearly, the thing I've always said is the Doctor is supposed to be the Doctor. There's no one better than him. And the companion is supposed to be the human factor that brings you on this journey. That's always been my issue with Clara, because Clara was the Doctor. She was essentially the Doctor. So having Ruby have this 20-something girl following the Doctor, yes, it hits hard that it's very similar to Rose Tyler, just a little bit older. But I thought she did a great job, and in this season 2 specific, I loved her story with that fuckface, where she's alone and it seems like she's getting her life together. She's no longer trying to find the Doctor, and then turns out she got played, and then she had to get revenge. I loved it, especially because of how real it was, where he was like, oh, it's fake news, don't trust them, they don't know. But it's not, he doesn't really care about the truth, he just cares about getting attention. And it was very, very obvious of who they were writing about, because someone else always claims about fake fucking news and has a, anyway. Oh, you think Clara's free of the because the Time Lords broke the universe? That would be an interesting thing from the 13th the 13th's help me with her name. Help me with the 13th Doctor's name. But that would be an interesting outcome of her story if that happened. I also love that they made the Doctor adopted. I mean, if you guys don't know, I'm adopted, and so having the Doctor be adopted was pretty great. Not Peter Capaldi. The Time Lords didn't break it in the Capaldi stuff. Capaldi's 12. 13. You talking about Chunk again? Oh my god. No, I'm not talking about him. No, Cummings is the first Doctor. Right? Or was he the War Doctor? Jodie Whittaker! Yes, thank you. Jodie Whittaker. Yeah, I said 13! I legitimately said 13. Thank you. I'm feeling like crazy over here. But yeah, no, the only thing I did not like about Ruby is, I did not like that she wanted him to be happy. Like, fuck that guy. I wish he did not have a good life. I wish the worst for him. So I'm curious. No. Oh, Chunk! Oh! I thought you were making fun of, Zachary Levi. Because his character, Chuck, and then Chunk. Oh my god. I thought you were making a joke. I thought you were making fun of someone else. Oh my god. It literally took years from putting Chunk's face for me to go, oh my god, Chunk. Not that asshole. Yeah, not that fuckface who's doubling down. Why does no one want to work with me? I'm only problematic and will make you have to answer questions to the media because of my problematic stances. No idea. No idea why no one wants to talk to you or work with you. Then he has the audacity to be like, I want to be Shazam. Like, bro, you were the worst part of Shazam. And we have gone on the record. And I, even before the problematic stuff that came out, I was like defending Zachary Levi as Chuck, going like, but he's so good. Yeah, he may be a dick in person, but he was so good in Chuck. And then he just was like, you know what? I'm going to put more shit out there and make it harder and harder and harder for people to defend. Because it got to that point where you're like, yeah, I can't defend him anymore. I don't care if he's Flynn Rider. I don't care if he was Chuck. He's ruined it. And then in Shazam, when he's supposed to be the smarter version of the kid, he got dumber. And it's like, bro, at least talk to the talent who's playing the same character you are. Because it felt like the wisdom of Solomon was escaping. You were like Hazam. You were not Shazam. You were Hazam. Oh, your favorite Doctor Who was Rowan Atkinson? Really? Hollywood worked with people a lot worse than for. That is true, Fadior. Fadior is correct. Hollywood for years worked with so much worse people. Yeah. No, it's he obviously, yep. I don't think I know who Rowan Atkinson is. Because Reed is losing his mind, and I'm like, I don't know. When it comes to the older Doctors, I don't know. I don't know the names. Oh, it's Mr. Bean. Oh, you know what? He would kill it. Honest to God, he would be an amazing Doctor if they ever decided to. I think he'd be fun. Let's see here. Okay, so that was Ruby. Then there's Belinda, who was the main companion of this season. So Belinda May was the main companion. She's a nurse. She's trying to go home, and that's her whole thing. Is she's trying to go home, but she's strong-willed. She's not letting the Doctor off the hook of sending her home to May 24th. That is apparently that the whole Earth explodes. It's a whole mystery of like what happened on that day. And I love that she doesn't hold him accountable, but on the journeys, it's still fun, right? There's still aspects of this life of time traveling. We're like, oh my God, what? And then the wardrobe changed, and he is so charismatic and he's so fun and welcoming that you're like, it's impossible not to like Judy. So I love that Belinda was slowly becoming, not entranced. Is entranced the right word? Falling in love with the Doctor, but not a falling in love but more like falling in love with just the aspect of him. On that note, I'm off. Good night, Lenny. I hope everything works out here. Yeah, I feel better. They still haven't explained why there was a planet named after her. Wasn't it the robot thing? Because he had to throw it back out so that the robots in the future would find it and think that she owned the planet. But yeah, no. So she was fun. I absolutely loved her episodes. I thought she was great. Her human connection to the Doctor for us was great. The only thing I did not like was how they did her at the end. Because Belinda literally is like this strong, fierce woman, right? Who's like right there with the Doctor. And then Poppy shows up, and now I'm a mom. I can't do anything. I have to stay here. I can't. No one else can do it. And it was like, but I don't know who Poppy is. This is it was Wish World. Suddenly there's a kid, and I thought Poppy was the TARDIS. I thought that's who Poppy was for a little bit because she wasn't talking. And They literally put her in a box. They literally put her in a box. 100%. They were like, you know what? Can't handle this. And I was just like, what the hell? Why did we do this? Why did we do this? So I felt like they did her dirty as well. The beautiful thing is with companions, they can always come back. So it'll be interesting to see if she does come back, how her story changes, how she helps. Does she join Unit? Does she raise Poppy as her daughter? Which, by the way, I will say this: even though the Poppy storyline didn't make any sense to me, that little girl was so adorable. It was so fun seeing in the behind the scenes her reactions to everything and how they were playing with her, and then the fact that they had a relationship because since she was season 1 when she was a toddler, like the little girl is getting used to those actors, and it was just fun. And so it was really cool to just see that aspect. But I still don't like that they put Belinda in a box, a literal box. But yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see where Doctor Who goes from here. it could have, if they do bring back the Master, because Ronnie, the second Ronnie got eaten by the thing that she wanted to unleash. That definitely felt like, we need to end this. Because I'm like, you released him, and then you didn't know what to expect. How did you not know what was going to happen? One of the first episode of the season mentions Belinda having a daughter. Yeah, no, that just Rose. It was when they showed the callbacks. It was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't remember, but I'm gonna have to, when I rewatch it, because I'm gonna have to do another rewatch of like from season 1. Well, from Eccleston on, because I do love watching Doctor Who stuff. I'll be interested to see if I catch that. But I do hope they come back for another season. Or they come back to be a bridge for the next companion. Because I'm a sucker for when the companion knows other people from that universe. Because even though Doctor Who is the long-running show and everyone can come and go, it's always nice when it's like you see familiar characters come on back. Because it's like, oh, I miss you. You were who I liked rooting for. So it would be really funny if they literally edited those parts into past episodes. Could you imagine if they were like, fuck, put it in. They won't know the upload. They won't know. They'll just push play and they'll think that's how it always was and they'll question themselves. Because honestly, I would be like, oh damn, I missed that. Let's see. That's it. I got nothing else, guys. How are you? I just want to say thank you for being part of this. Whenever it comes to these type of episodes, I'm always worried that it's not going to be as entertaining or exciting. But I've been talking for 2 hours straight, and I enjoyed all of it. Geeking out with you guys, talking about all this stuff. This was fun. Check out the Murderbot trailer. All right, let's check it out. Let's do that really fast. Got nothing else to do. All right.
I am a security.
Okay, so throwing this out there, I have no idea what's about to happen. It's on Apple TV, so that's interesting. And if I have no warning. I have no idea what I'm about to watch. But I feel like I watched this. I feel like I've seen this. Because this seems familiar. But here we go.
I am a security unit, or sec unit. I was built to protect and obey humans. And humans are idiots. But now that I've hacked my programming, I can do whatever I want. As long as they don't find out.
Oh.
Now, let's talk security. We need you to select a sec unit to take on the mission. This is the newest model available.
What's the one behind it?
That's a refurbished model.
Oh, look at that piece of crap. Oh, wait, that's me.
Which one's the least expensive? That one, but you get what you pay for.
True.
Wouldn't be so creepy if it didn't stand so still.
Shh, you can hear us.
I can't.
I could. I just didn't care. I was watching the entertainment channels on the company's satellites. I had watched 7,532 hours of content. Shows like The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon.
Did you sleep with that bot?
Oh
Stars,
my God.
Captain.
Oh, what now? Run!
What?
Stay calm. It'll be okay.
I didn't know that's a face.
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet face.
Stop staring at me.
I wasn't. Stop staring at me.
It has... What?
I have been noticing some anomalies with the sec unit.
Uh-oh.
And when I plugged into its system, the unit was already rogue.
It calls itself Murderbot.
House private. It's a killing machine.
Murderbot?
Can you stop calling it Murderbot? It's terrifying.
You know what I mean? That's what it calls itself, so I am just being respectful.
Do you think we can trust it?
It seems like it's going through something.
Eye contact. love me. There was a chance, yes. But everything turned out fine.
Okay. I'm gonna have to watch this. That's fun. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I guess that's the newest show that's out right now. It started on May 13th or whatever. It's on Apple. I'm gonna have to watch this because that was hilarious. That cast looks so good. Wow. There was another thing that's on Apple that it's like Indiana Jones meets Uncharted, and I know Uncharted is Indiana Jones, but it's with John Krasinski and Natalie Portman. I want to watch that movie. Am I a Jensen Ackles fan? Not really, but I don't hate him. I'm just not the biggest. It's giving like District 9 vibes. Yeah, just a little bit. Fountain of Youth. Thank you, Evil Fate. Yeah, that's also an Apple Plus that I was going to like. That's something I want to watch. That's on my list. But yeah, no, like when it comes to Ackles, like he's fine. Everything I've seen, I'm like okay, but I've never really noticed. He might like it too, but Alex would never watch it with him. And they're very busy right now in terms of life. Like he's lucky. I think the only things he watches right now is anything for the show. That's how crazy his life is. He has a new show called Countdown with McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy. Interesting. I don't know what. Huh. Oh, but you got Connie's interest. Breaking news: Cole is looking forward to a show about a robot. That is true. It is weird. It is. Oh, I went too fast. Hold on. Come on. Come on. Let's use the force, Cole. Use the. It's still blurry. I mean, yeah, they're just busy. Like, it's not a bad busy. It's just busy. I tried. There's like they didn't even watch Captain America yet. When we did the latest Marvel movie that we watched, Thunderbolts. When we watched Thunderbolts, they're like, yeah, we haven't seen Cap yet, and I went, what? So, hopefully now that it's on Disney Plus, they've been able to see it. Why am I blurry? Is it my glasses or is it? You can like read my palm as I'm trying to get this camera to focus. They can skip Cap. Oh goodness. But let's put on your glasses. Calm down. I don't tell you how to dress. Fuck. I can literally hear Craig. Oh, even better. Touche. All right. Okay. Whew. This blur is gonna bug me, so we're gonna go over here to monologue without any light. It's weird to think this is the same room, right? Because there is no lights behind me. For anyone who's curious, this is my wish list now for this channel is I need to get lights for back here, and I get a second monitor. But the second light will be easier to get. If anything you saw tonight was like so much fun, you're like, I want to see this again. Please hit a follow. If you want to support me financially, hit a subscription. But definitely, please drop a follow. If you're watching this, you're like, this is fun. Going to try and do episodes like this more often. But I also have a show called The Welcome Party, which you can always check on YouTube. That's going to be my main focus. But this was fun. I want to do more of this. This week, I always stream Monday and Friday. But this Friday, I'm getting a tattoo done. And so I don't know if I'll be able to stream this Friday. My tattoo appointment is at 5 o'clock. And it's the Ahsoka Captain Rex one. It's going to be on my forearm. It all depends on how quickly things get done. If I can get done by 8, I might be able to stream, but my arm is going to be a little warm, and I may be tired depending on how long I'm sitting and we're doing stuff. But I normally stream Mondays and Fridays, so please go ahead and drop a follow if you would like to. I am surprised Cole didn't talk the Peacemaker sizzle reel. I haven't seen it. There was something, DC released a Peacemaker trailer on YouTube, and I saw it, and I was going to talk about it because I love DC. I love talking about the DCU and everything that's coming from it. But what was released that I saw was the same trailer from before, so I was confused. I know there's a new one out because it came, like, they have been talking about it like crazy, but I haven't been able to find it yet. And if it is a lot different than the one I saw, then I'll talk about it next week. Or maybe, who knows, depends on what else happens. My favorite thing was on Friday. I was like, oh yeah, there's not that many pop culture news. Like, there's not really anything to talk about, and we just played video games. And then the weekend happened, and then we got all this. We got the Doctor Who finale. We got Gen V Season 2 trailer. We got the Stranger Things announcement dates. We got so much to talk about for today. So who knows what happens in 7 days. But, yeah. Oh. And Reed's putting it in there. Put it in the Discord, Reed. Put it in the Discord. Because I'm going to be ending this this stream tonight. But yeah, seriously, for everyone here, thank you so much for spending time with me. This has been a lot of fun. You guys were great, and you guys geeked out with me, and that's all I ever, want to do on here. Definitely want to have a safe space where people feel safe and they want to talk and they're excited and they're geeking out. So thank you for all of that. I keep looking to the chat so when I'm on this camera, the chat is to my left, or I guess camera right, and I can't see the chat, whereas the other way, I'm sitting in front of the camera and the chat is like right there. So it's been super convenient. But yeah. And yeah, happy Pride Month to everyone who celebrates. Have a great night. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I will, if I don't see you Friday, I will see you Monday, and then always I'm in the Discord. So if you want to hang out in the Discord, which is, hold on, putting it in the Discord link right now. Boom! There's the Discord. Yeah. But anyway, have a great night. Take care, and hopefully I see you soon. All right. Bye! The awkward goodbyes. I'm still here. Ah!